Well, I was gonna split this off in like two songs and, you know, prolong it or whatever, but you know what? I might as well just go one fell swoop. We're gonna finish up this album because everything's hunky-dory. Alright guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back to finish up David Bowie's Hunky-Dory, the last 4 tracks. I know there's been 2 of them that you guys have said are probably the best songs on the album. I'm looking forward to that. The Bewlay Brothers and what was the other one? Not Song for Bob Dylan. What was it? Was it Andy Warhol? Oh, it might have been Queen Bee. That was the one. Yeah, it was the Bewlay Brothers and Queen Bee. I can't say it in the first couple minutes. I'll say it later though. So yeah, 4 tracks. Andy Warhol, Song for Bob Dylan, Queen Bee, and the Bewlay Brothers. There you go. I'll link my David Bowie playlist up there if you want to go watch it. We do a video for him every Wednesday, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to come hang out in the chat, we'd love to have you. We're always in there goofing off and doing whatever. So come hang out. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, first up, Andy Warhol by David Bowie. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's Warhol actually.
What did I say?
Hole. It's hole.
Warhol?
As in holes. What? Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol. Like hole.
Andy Warhol, take 1.
What the fuck?
You ready?
Yeah.
Like to take a cement fix, bigger standing cinema. Dress my friends up just for show, see them as they really are. But the people in my brain, 2 new pens to have a go. I'd like to be a gallery, put you all inside my show. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all. Andy walking, Andy tired, Andy take a little snooze. Tie him up when he fast asleep, send him on a pleasant cruise. When you wake up on the sea, be sure to think of me and you. To think about paint and to think about glue, what a jolly boring thing to do.
That acoustic is awesome.
Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all.
No piano on this at all. I love it. It's so weird. That is absolutely sinister, bro. But it was so pretty. That was so cool. It's such a different track for that, you know, this whole album. That was great. Song for Bob Dylan.
I hear this Robert Zimmerman. I wrote a song for you about a strange young man called Dylan with a voice like sand and glue. Some words had truthful vengeance that could pin us to the floor. Brought a few more people on and put the fear in a whole lot more. Ah, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes again. The same old crazy lady from the brow of the super brain. She'll scratch this world to pieces as she comes.
That sounded like Bob for a second.
Like a friend. Couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again. Gave your heart to every bedsit room, at least a picture on the wall. And you sat behind a million pair of eyes and told them how they saw. Then we lost your train of thought. Your paintings are all your own. While troubles are rising, we'd rather be scared together than alone. Oh, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes again. Same old crazy lady.
That piano, oh my god.
Of the super brain. She'll scratch this world to pieces.
Sound like Dylan for a
As
second.
she comes on like a friend. But a couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again. Now hear this Robert Zimmerman, though I don't suppose we'll meet. Ask your good friend Dylan if it is a while down the old street.
Is that his real name?
Tell him we lost his poems, so we're writing on the walls. Give us back our unity and give us back our family. You're every nation's refugee. Don't leave us without sanity. Ah, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes again. The same old painted lady from the brow of the super brain. She'll scratch this world to pieces and she comes on like a friend. But a couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again.
Nick is killing this.
Ah, a couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again. Oh, here she comes.
Let's go, Rick. What an awesome song. Oh, it's almost over. Yeah. How far are we into it? Oh, Queen Bitch. I'll have to change that name. I'm gonna get demonetized.
Oh yeah. I'm up on the 11th floor and I'm watching the cruisers below.
Oh, I can just now put this one in the title. That works too.
He's down on the street and he's trying hard to process the flow. Oh, my heart's in the basement. My weekend's at an all-time low. 'Cause she's hoping to score, so I can't wanted her, sweet-talking, night-walking games. Oh, and she's known in the darkest clubs for pushing ahead of the dames. If she says she can't do it, then she can't do it. She don't make false claims. But she's a queen, and such a queen, such a laughter is sucked in the brains. Now she's leading them on, and she'll lay it right down. Yes, she's leading them on, and she'll lay it right down. And it could have been me, yes, it could have been me. Why didn't I say, why didn't I say? Now, she's so swishy in the sun and the tide. In the black hole of bibbidi-bobbidi hide. Oh, but I could do better than that. So I lay down a while and I gaze at my hotel wall.
This is instant playlist.
Oh, the cold is so cold, it don't feel like no bed at all. Yeah, I lay down a while, look at my hotel wall. And he's down on the street, so I throw both his bags down the hall. And I'm phoning a cab, cause my stomach feels small. There's a taste in my mouth, and it don't taste at all. It could have been me, oh yeah, it could have been me. Why didn't I say, why didn't I say? No, 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 she's so swishy in a satin and tan. In a rock gold and bibbidi-bobbidi high.
So good, dude.
I could do better than that. You betcha. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh no. Damn. The last track already. This album has just flown by, dude. I've heard a lot about this one. If it'll start. There we go. The Bewlay brothers. Or Bewlay brothers? Did I say Bewlay? I think I have dyslexia. My apologies.
And so the story goes, they wore the clothes, they said the things to make it seem improbable. The wail of a lie like the hope it was. And the good men tomorrow had their feet in the wallow and their heads abroad when ice are shorn, and how they bought their positions with saccharine and trust. And the world was asleep to our latent fuss. Signs swirl through the streets like the crust of the sun. If you live, brothers, in our wings that bark, flashing teeth of brass, standing tall in the dark. Oh, and we were gone, hanging out with your 12 men.
Well, that's about to be good.
We were so turned on by your lack of conclusion. I was stone, he was wax, so he could scream and still relax. Unbelievable. And we frightened the small children away. And our talk was old, and dust would flow through our veins, and lo, it was midnight back at the kitchen door, like the grim face on the cathedral floor.
The lyrics.
The solid book we wrote cannot be found today. And it was stalking time for the Moon Boys, the Bewlay brothers.
Bewlay.
With our backs on the arch. And if the devil may be here, then he can sing about that. Oh, and we were gone. Real cool traders. We were so turned on. You thought we were better. how the dress is hung, the ticket pawned, the factor max that prove the fact is melted down. Woven on the edging of my pillow.
My pillow.
And my brother lays upon the rocks. He could be dead, he could be not, he could be you. He's chameleon, comedian, Corinthian, and caricature.
What the hell?
Shooting up high in the sky. Bewlay brothers. In the feeble and the bad. Bewlay brothers.
They're so good.
Blessed and cold. In the crutch hungry dark was where we played our mark. Oh, we were gone. Kings of oblivion.
I was not
We were
expecting
so
that.
turned on in the mindfck pavilion.
Lay me place and bake me pie, I'm starving for me gravy. Leave my shoes and door unlocked, I might just slip away. Hey, just for the day. Hey, please come away. Hey, just for the day. Hey, please come away. Hey, please come away.
There's no way.
Just for the day. Please come away.
That's how it ends?
Please come away.
What the fuck? It just floats off into the sky. What the fuck? That's crazy. Well, that was the... I was not expecting that ending at all. That's crazy. I thought it was going to go out with a bang. And that was more of a cerebral piece, if anything. Priest. That's... Wow. Please come away. Huh. That's one of those endings just kind of just leaves you speechless. You're like, what? Where did that come from, you know? But now that you think... And I don't know, if you think about it, it's very... The whole album is acoustic guitar, piano, basically, and strings. So I don't know why I was expecting something else. But what an ending, though, you know, to an album that's definitely one of his strongest. And we've gone through a couple of his albums now. Nowhere close to, you know, being halfway, probably even finished with it. But I've got a decent grasp on what he does and what he doesn't do, you know. That cadence and that he had in that last track, I've never heard him speak or sing like that before. That was almost like, not even hip hop, I don't know what to call it, but it's almost like beat poetry in a way. And he really emulated Bob Dylan in a song for Bob Dylan. Ooh, surprising. There were points in that song where his voice kind of eerily sounded like Bob Dylan's in like the beginning of the chorus and such. I was like, what? Is Bob on this track hidden somewhere? No, that was David. That's crazy, man. All right, so let's see. Let me do this for the last time for Hunky Dory. David Bowie on vocals, guitar, alto, and tenor sax. Mick Ronson on guitar, vocals, mellotron, arrangements. Trevor Bolder on the bass and trumpet. Woody Woodmansey on drums. Rick Wakeman on piano. And that's what that sound was. Okay, Ken Scott, he played that. I don't know if it's ARP or ARP synthesizer on Andy Warhol, which that song was kind of like a mind f to begin with, man. Like the beginning of it was like, what, you know, and it kind of felt like he was making an audio painting in a way, just because, you know, I don't know if he actually wrote that for Andy Warhol, or didn't Andy Warhol do the artwork for it? Let me see. Ken Scott, no. No. That doesn't say anything. It looks like a Warhol in a way, but I don't know. That it kind of felt like an audio painting in a way. It's just the way he kind of put the vocal patterns and the chords together. Everything kind of came packaged in this strange, almost grotesque kind of way, but it was still beautiful to hear, you know? Very strange track compared to like the rest of the album and what the rest of the album sounds like. That's kind of like the black sheep of the album, but not in a bad way though. I think that's really cool. You know, I'm glad they changed it up for like a song or two on it. Honestly, all 4 of those songs were completely different, you know, like, and where'd it go? So let's see what it says for Andy Warhol. Go back, you little shit. Go back. There's so much about this album. My apologies. All right, Andy Warhol. Okay, so apparently it's an acoustic song about Bowie. Bowie's early artist inspirations as the American pop artist Andy Warhol. The album track opens with a series of strange electronic tones which fades into studio chatter in which producer Ken Scott mispronounces Warhol's name and Bowie repeatedly corrects him. I thought it was Warhol. I guess it is Warhol. That's crazy. The song is memorable for a distinctive repeated riff played by Mick Ronson on acoustic guitar. The song was written for Dana Gillespie, who recorded it in 1971, but her version was not released until 1973. So this one came out beforehand, obviously. And this was the B-side of Changes. I see why. It's a very good B-side song right there. Should I go to that one? Sorry, I just wanted to... I like looking at it because if you go to Wikipedia, there's like a no song for Bob Dylan. Oh my god, there was a reaction to so yeah, but song for Bob Dylan is a what? It's a tribute song to Bob Dylan. That's crazy. I didn't know it was that. It was described by Bowie at the time as how some see Bob Dylan, and its title is a parody of 1962 Dylan's track to folk singer Woody Guthrie, Song to Woody. Throughout the song, Bowie addresses Dylan by his real name. Yeah, Robert Zimmerman. Okay, I was right. There we go. Was apparently Peg and Dog believe the song highlights Bowie's struggle with identity from his real name David Jones to his stage name David Bowie, and very shortly to Ziggy Stardust. The lyrics specifically present Dylan as no longer being a hero figure for rock music and demand that he return to his roots and come to rescue the unfaithful. What? Okay, so the final tribute song on the album, Queen Bitch, is largely inspired by the rock band The Velvet Underground. Okay, so that's why that had a strange, different feel, too, compared to the rest of the songs. I noticed the atmosphere and production was different about it. It filters the archness of Mark Bolan and Kemp through the streetwise attitude of Lou Reed. This is a song that succeeds in making the phase bippity boppity hat sound raunchy and cool, which I agree with. That song was pretty awesome with that line. Okay. Okay, so now, yeah, the cover photograph was taken by Brian Ward, who was introduced to Bowie by Bob Grace. Okay, so it wasn't Andy Warhol. And then the Bewlay Brothers was a late addition and the only track that was not demoed. The instrumentation echoes the music of The Man Who Sold the World, featuring sinister sound effects and Bowie's vocals accompanied by Ronson's acoustic guitar. The song's obscure lyrics have caused confusion amongst Bowie biographers and fans. Peg described it as probably the most cryptic, mysterious, unfathomable, and downright frightening Bowie recording in existence. It's one of the most disquieting moments on tape. That's so crazy, man. I felt the same way, man. It had such a strange feeling to it. And what a weird ending it was, you know? But it felt like it was needed. It really did feel like closure for the album in a way, because it was so strange and out there that it just kind of contributed to this overall they said like, you know, uneasiness, and I felt that, you know, you could definitely feel the tension kind of building throughout the song and then dissipating and coming back, and it was very strange. Honestly, all 4 of those songs were kind of out there in their own way, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. This whole album has been, wow, honestly a revelation, because I see why this was so big when it came out, because you're absolutely right. There is nothing that sounded like this when it came out. Not really, you know, maybe there's some things that are similar, but not like this. He went like, this is a big swing. This is like a home run right here, especially compared to whatever else was coming out. Like, this is fresh. It's still fresh today, it feels like, but it still has that classic appeal as well, because it actually sounds good, and it, you know, it's actual instruments and actual singing, and not the auto-tuned bullshit we have nowadays. David is one hell of an artist. Mix riffs throughout this album when they did pop up were just fantastic. I love how it was basically, you know, acoustic guitar, piano, strings. When the electric guitar did come in at points, it was just so effective because it wasn't used much. I think Rick Wakeman's piano was absolutely the highlight of the album, other than David himself when he was singing and his lyrics throughout. Woody is just a machine, bro. Like, you can put him in any setting, any style, any genre, and he's gonna bring it home for you, bro. And he 100% did. Him and Trevor Bolder, the whole rhythm section, absolutely did their job admirably on this album. I don't know, man. It's hard to pick between all of them. I would say that's, man. All right, so Life on Mars is still my favorite song overall, my favorite song on side 1. And then for side 2, I would go with either Andy Warhol, A Song for Bob Dylan, or the Bewlay Brothers as my favorite of my favorite. So it's like a 3-way tie. I wasn't big on Fill Your Heart, and Queen Bee was good, but it wasn't my favorite of the 4 of those ones. I think that's it, though. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Rick Wakeman's piano is number 1, and then David Bowie number 2. What a fantastic album, man. He kind of went all over the place with this. It is in a way like it's kind of like Man Who Sold the World, for its broad appeal, but still niche kind of love to it. You know, if you really dig into it, there's a lot more than just the very nice surface level listening to the music. You know, if you really, I don't know, give it a couple spins, look into it, you might figure some stuff out. And it seems like it's a lot of tributes to David's favorite artists in general, not just music, but, you know, Warhol too, you know, all that. It's interesting. I don't know exactly what this album is about, but it does seem to have like an overarching theme in a way. Maybe it's not Meet Your Heroes. I don't know. That's just my random guess. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But I absolutely loved it. What a ride. That might be my favorite album of his so far. And I say that every album, dude. It's crazy. He just keeps getting better and better. And we're not even going really in order. We're just going like whatever. And every album is just better and better. What an artist, man. What a just pure creative force this guy was. And oh my God, I've been talking for so long. I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to have a pinned comment. You want to vote on the next album? Let me know down there. I'll see you later. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's a really cool Patreon community. We'd love to have you. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get 1 free request a month. There's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a tip or a request in that way. But you get access to all of our block videos, full album reactions, and our awesome, really not boring at all Discord server with a lot of people talking 24/7. So come join the fun. See ya.